Well, hello there. I am so glad that you are here, yet please stop where you are. What lies ahead is a secret art activity. I suggest that if you are a caregiver, you press pause after this statement and then allow your child to press play, watch the video, and make the work of art on their own. A surprise will come to you very soon. Hi, friends. Today we are going to learn how we can transform a paper towel roll into a flower. I have made a paper towel roll into a flower by cutting something called flanges. I am going to show you how to cut flanges, how to cut shapes of colored paper into petals, and how to attach them to this board so that you can make flowers that are 3D, just like you see here. This work of art is also functional because I can take pens and markers and put them inside the paper towel roll so that it becomes a little helping storage unit for whoever you give this to. Please note that I covered the platform of the piece of cardboard with colored washi tape that was green. You can glue colored paper to the bottom of yours. You can paint it if you wish, color it with crayons or oil pastels or markers, or leave it a solid brown color, like the color of the soil outside. These are the materials that you will need for this activity. You might notice an orange sheet of colored paper, a scissor, a pencil, tacky glue. Wet glue is best for this activity. I have cut a cardboard box into a small platform about 3 inches by 5 inches long. This is our platform for gluing onto today. And I have 2 different sizes of paper towel rolls. I can place these both on here, and I probably have enough room for one more. So if you have paper towel rolls of different sizes, I suggest you cut them up and see how many you can fit to your platform. At this time, you can press pause on the video, go find these tools and materials, and meet us back here to make a paper towel roll or toilet paper roll into a flower. You may remember learning about flanges with me last week. Flanges are made when you take a paper towel roll and cut tiny little slits along the side, fold back the little tabs so that we can connect it to another flat piece of cardboard, like say this right here. Let's relearn how to make flanges. Take a paper towel roll and a scissor, cut little snips, little cuts into it, maybe like a little less than ½ inch long. Leave a little space, cut another one, all the way around your paper towel roll until you reach the area where you started. Once you do that, you can carefully fold each of the little cuts down, creating tabs. These are called flanges. For this activity, we're going to make flanges on both sides of the paper towel roll. So now that this side is done, let's cut on the other side. Again, a little less than an inch, all the way around until you reach the part where you started. I will fold these down as well. After you create your flanges, we're going to glue these 2 paper towel rolls to our platform. Let's take our wet glue and add a little dot of glue on each tab. Laying it down on your platform wherever you wish to keep it, you push down and using your fingers, hold down, put a lot of pressure on top, and maybe count to about 20 or 30. How about in Espanol? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's see if 20 is enough. If any tabs start to pop up, you want to put more pressure on them so they stick. Quality art takes patience, right? So let's take our time and let this glue dry so that our work can be the best it can be. Now it's time for us to make petals. While off camera, I cut flanges into another paper towel roll that was much shorter and attached it to this platform. I then added petals to all the tiny little flanges on the top using cardboard that I found from a snack box. Now we're going to attach petals to the flanges on the top of this paper towel roll. Let's count how many tabs it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So therefore, you guessed it, we need to cut 8 different petals. To make that a bit speedy, I'm going to take this piece of paper, fold it in half, so that I have 2 pieces of paper. That way I can cut 2 petals at a time, and I only need to make 4 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might notice that my petals have a rounded top. Petals could also have a pointed top. Some petals even have a jagged top. You decide what type of petals you want for your flower. Let's cut these rounded shaped petals. I am cutting around each petal, one at a time, without cutting them out. Now I'm going to cut all the way up towards the bottom of each petal so they all fall out on the table in front of me. And now I'm going to arrange all my petals in order so that I can count them and make sure I like the size and I have as many as I need. After I finished cutting all of the 8 petals, I began by placing a little dot of glue on each tab and then laying down my petals on top of each tab so that it tried to cover the entire thing. When I was doing this, I noticed that some of my petals, they were very thin and they did not cover the entire tab. So I took the scraps that I had left over from my petals and I recut 2 different ones so that I would have petals that covered my entire tab. If you would like to cut extra large petals so that they overlap over one another, I bet that would look amazing as well. Possibly a second color that's different than your first and overlapping them would even make your flower blossom even more. Once you are done and you have more than one flower attached to your base, you could add extra flowers if there's more spaces. And then I discovered that because this is quite tall, I could take pens or markers and place them inside it, making it a pencil holder. So not only is your art beautiful, but it's functional too. That means it has a purpose of helping someone out. And here is my finished product. I bet yours will be just as colorful once you are done. Feel free to add extra petals or color to your platform, maybe even leaves attached to the paper towel rolls, and hold this work of art in a very safe place because this Sunday is Mother's Day. And I bet there is a caregiver living in your home who cares for you and loves you very much. Please be sure to make this for someone who you care for and celebrate Mother's Day this Sunday.